Hi, Earth people. I am Chinghiz together with you. Today, May 22nd, 2025, and situation are coming more clear. We're starting at Earth people. Late, but not too late. We starting act, and in this process important how we should act. But today Chinghiz is all about that. But first about why we shall act. First, stop genocide in Gaza, launched by Israel, terrorist state, Israel, authority of human animals, Netanyahu and co, who committed entire of the war cabinet and almost entire of political establishment committed crime against humanity, war crime, and now finally genocide. And here fact checks. United Nations warns 14,000 babies could die in Gaza in next 48 hours without aid. We said United Nations expert, but this fact tweeted by Jason Hickel, tweeting absolutely insane headline. This is what genocide looks like. This is what our ruling classes have decided will be normal. This same 14,000 babies could die in Gaza in next 48 hours without aid. And he continued here, Jason Hickel. Babies that are about to die of starvation are already in an acute state of malnutrition, massively more vulnerable to infant and child mortality. This is intentional. This is genocide by the Zionist regime, and there is no other word to describe it.
There are 14,000 babies that will die in the next 48 hours unless we can reach them.
United Nations experts, Mr. Fisher. Official, non-official, who are responsible for food security for Palestinians, means that they are concrete, how this call it. And he will speak to Security Council too, meaningless. Now speak to them, to Security Council. But now he announced it in TV, literally. What he's saying is literally.
There are 14,000 babies that will die in the next 48 hours unless we can reach them.
A good name is It is from South Stanford, and it's written. There are, he repeating this video, and who said that in his replay. There are 14,000 babies that will die in the next 48 hours unless we can reach them. Tom Fletcher, the Undersecretary General for Humanitarian Affairs at the United Nations, speaking this morning. Yesterday, 5 aid trucks entered Gaza. Daily there should be 1,000 trucks. About these 9 trucks is because, as Netanyahu himself said, world watching, this will some form can complicate our genocidal final action for ethnic cleansing of Gaza from Palestinians. Therefore, we allowed barely some humanitarian aid. And these 9 trucks was when daily need urgently over 1,000 trucks, and they are on border waiting thousands. And most of them to children, they are not on food or medicine or that. To hospitals, their needs in this extreme situation for keep life. Israel, terrorist state Israel, authority of human animals, used this blockade and starvation as weapon for remove Palestinians from, push them, leave Gaza. They continue blah blah about Hamas terrorists when they themselves terrorists. Justice will come when we say truth. Israel terrorist state. This authority or committed crime against humanity, committed genocide. And what Hamas did in October 7, this crime, and who ruled that and did that, they also indicted and already killed. But there was before October 7, dozens October 7 committed by Israel. Silence, zero, full impunity. And then Hamas. Palestinians have right for defend their land. It's fundamental right of any nation to defend their land. Hamas acted wrongfully October 7, and for that there will be accountability, but Israel do much more time. 100 times more. Fantasy or fact check. Hamas. Netanyahu and entire his cabinet will kneel it before International Criminal Court, this New Nuremberg Tribunal. They murderers. They lost their human being nature. Obviously. Because they failed their supremacy, the above all, or about entire world, but not about them, and acting accordingly. And this because world rulers, Jewish Zionist elite, Rothschild and co. Israel created by them, and in this case, used by them as tool. But Israel was created by Rothschild and co. not for that, for use as tool, but using as tool because state opportunity and this pre-big war picture, and Netanyahu exactly doing what Rothschild and co. decided. Go big war. And Trump in White House, fully complicit in this genocide, back it, continue financing, arming Netanyahu cabinet. The evil, satanic attempt for distract entire world mind by blah blah again about Netanyahu as they come already rival, they disagree, all bullshit, this playbook. There enough weapon and money, Israel authority, Netanyahu too, and the defense minister and others confirming that they have enough power for finished job, even without United States, because this final stage, and United States, this also Rothschild and co. In this situation, this period of time, should be that United States should try distance, because what Netanyahu and this Rothschild, all Rothschild everywhere, you can see clearly now how he decided, how the scheme working. Netanyahu go full ethnic cleansing by genocide. Trump give Netanyahu all green light and money and weapons enough, starting from Biden time. Trump finally. And now picture this. Israel said, no, we don't need on United States, we don't need ask them, we don't need even any country ask. We will Hamas. Murders. They killed 20,000 children. Officials say, kill children, officials. Netanyahu himself too, when he speak about Amalek. They are Ben-Gvir, they are Smotrich, they are Katz, they are Herzog, they are today parliament, they are officials. Or even baby in Gaza, enemy, should be killed. Hitler said that. There was some tweet, their tweet said, some historian, I think, even Nazi Germany no do that, no said that, kill children, publicly. But Israel even publicly talking about that. And their station were there, 48 hours, 14,000 children. Joke. Not true. Officials said that. And that's true. I share a video about one girl who died because malnutrition, starved to death. Other video in social media, we see. Also by Israel strike on shelter too. In safe zones, Israel said, the safe zones stay here, hey Palestinians, Amalek, stay here. They're coming to there and Israel bombing them. Hamas, and killing children, women, elders. Already more than 50,000 civilians. This not counting with what under rubber. True figure, at least 2 times more. About children too. 20,000 children killed means 40,000. 50,000, more than 50,000 civilians means more than 100,000. Not enough. And Israel, we don't need in United States even. This playbook obviously, but they will do that. And what we should do? Statement. Only statement, not revoke. I think who doing this statement, such statement, they also understand that this is not very helpful. But they try to show themselves as is very bold. They start an act where you was 18 months. There not was children killed, 20,000 children killed there. And now you're starting act. Sanctions, what sanctions? No touch trade, deal, but free trade we will suspend. Same time we will supply weapons and other deal will work. This is about Britain, about Germany, about Italy, about others. And what about the United States? Even rejecting all such statement, even do. This Trump. Full green light. We will recognize Palestine. When Palestinians will remove entirety from Palestine territory, what you will recognize? Why you think people fool? By such statement, you show yourself, you're truly stupid, lammy. You foreign minister of Britain, and so stupid you. Because you're thinking people stupid, they not realize in their mind how they prepare to recognize Palestine state when they are full ethnic cleansing and genocide. They even Israel military opening fire against for stop this international coalition of diplomats from more than 20 countries. Huh?
There are four.
Britain. Israel forces opened fire at an international delegation involving diplomats from Britain here to Lycia. From Prem Tucker. Incredible. After shooting at diplomats from nearly 24 countries, the Israeli military says it regrets the inconvenience caused. Their diplomats are from China, Brazil, India, Russia, Japan, Canada, Mexico, France, Turkey, Spain, Portugal, Jordan, Britain, Egypt, and more. Intentionally acting and watching. Here reaction can be maybe more, or we regret there was mistake. How Israel, this murdar human animal authority of Israel, how many times they used such method during these 18 months. We not bombed hospital because they was fair. Reaction can. And several months later, already come clearly by fact check and continuation of that in time. They destroyed hospital, attack it. As normal, as usual. But same thing here. We regret there was mistake when they knew this diplomat coalition. Of course, military informed about their visit. They're doing that. After that, try downplay, but no doubt they will open fire. And what? We will avoid genocide, ethnic cleansing. Because Israel opened fire even on diplomat delegation. Now, all come clear after this act from Israel. Without using force by us, we're not able to stop genocide. So obvious. We have full right to send their troops to Gaza, where genocide happening, to intervene, if needed clash, and stop them. No doubt they will stop it. We should protect Palestinians. We shall stop genocide. We shall freely, independently open border and full access to humanitarian aid to Gaza, West Bank. We shall stop in West Bank. We will intervene entire Palestinian territory, including West Bank and Eastern Jerusalem in process. West Bank also. We will stop their settlers. We will stop their buildings, new settlements. And this we can do legally, based on international law norm, under United Nations flag. This is our powerful option, call it. United or uniting for peace. Resolution of United Nations General Assembly. Immediate sanctions, embargo, boycott against Israel, against United States, against Germany, any other country who continue support by money and weapon Israel genocide. If they will stop it, it's good. And same time, creating forces and sending there to Gaza, to West Bank, and the United Nations flag. More than 170 countries should act as one team by implementing Uniting for Peace resolution, acting as one team in sanctions, embargo and boycotts, and creating troops and sending there. Immediately, we don't have time. They're rushing. They very rush. and we should speed up and prevent them, stop them. And I'm talking about that, and now too I'm talking about preventing the big war, because by stopping Israel there in Gaza and removing from Palestine territory, and also stopping Putin in Ukraine, this means we're preventing the big war. About Putin, this murdar Trump, I call him marinated goose, and all of you think that the murdar, puppet, criminal, covert, and fully compromised by Putin too, because Putin's structure person, and by Rothschild and Co. fully belong, and Trump actually fully intentionally complicit in this evil satanic action. I've seen genocide in Gaza and in Ukraine case, greenlighting Putin in big war. And Trump implementing Rothschild and Co. decision, which they not will reverse until we will prevent the big war. How are talking about? How we can stop Putin very clearly. Putin weak, Putin coward, we all know that. What Nemtsov said, Navalny said, and how he was acting in Prigozhin case too. We all think he's very coward, and his army very weak. But they didn't have nuke. But Putin not able to use nuke now without big war, went into a big war. Israel, United States prepare use big war, means tactical nuke against Iran. Putin will use same weapon against Ukraine, and not only against Ukraine. Without that, no. Because no way Russia will destroy it immediately. If Putin will now try to use such weapons. And responsibility will be very correct and concrete. And Russia very weak again. China not will back Russia in nuke case. I know that exactly. I informed about that. This red line for China. China give to Putin no nuke. And this right decision. And there no way use nuke. This Ukraine territory, and Ukraine fighting for liberate own territory, shall each country, including European countries, when they under attack and occupation. And Putin weak, needed our support. Trump not will. Zelensky did mistake, show his weakness and the pressure. I regret such thing happened to him. I think he was much more bold. But he showed already his weakness. But okay, his weakness, but me and who have to really position based on reality, free from these murders, blah blah pressure, as Trump truly very seriously was attacked Ukraine in time when Ukraine needed support, weapons, and also we witnessed how Putin in this short period of time start use this opportunity and much more aggressively start attack by rocket strike Ukraine. Coordinated forum also I can say is attack against Ukraine. Trump-Putin coordinated attack. By the same time, Ukraine, Zelensky go after Budapest Memorandum, think. Only Ukraine now strategic resources, Ukraine national resources, natural resources. And Trump try using this pressure to try take on Ukraine national resource, even by not recognizing Ukrainian territorial integrity. Zelensky showed his weakness in this point. How you can go on agreement, strategic agreement with country who not recognize your territorial integrity. Pressure Zelensky, huh? You're protecting Ukraine. This was mistake, Zelensky. I hope such mistake not will happen again. The pressure can be again. Trump in White House, Murdar. But I'm not afraid. Think United States not longer exists as ally and create your Ukraine in this under occupation and war in wartime, your policy by creating allies with countries who have intention support you truly. This, but this also not will enough. If all of us, entire world, not will act and prevent the big war. For Ukraine, you should act General Assembly too, demanding implementation of United for Peace resolution. Not only Palestine case, Ukraine case too, and this about entire countries, their security, because big war will affect whole world, all countries. No one country will aside, even United States. Big war is big war. 9/11 was inside job, and the job was done by Rothschild and Co., the Jewish Zionist elite, for their interests. And the terrorism, fighting terrorism, they strengthen the institution which under their control. We know already that exactly. Also, their $1 trillion money is also good. And also in plan was war and means occupation and changing authority, 7 countries, 7, including Iran. After 9/11, 4-star general of United States publicly said that 7 countries, not 2, Afghanistan and Iraq. 7. This was planned. And all of them, as we already today, finally, I know that previously I'm talking, I hope, finally realize in your mind, United States, and not only United States, Western countries, Britain, fully under Jewish Zionist control. Fully, not partly. Done. And what about now? 9/11 can occur. Who will do that? Trump. In 9/11 time, George W. Bush was aware of 9/11 before 9/11. Netanyahu was aware about October 7 before October 7. This blockbuster was key point, but entire media, even who try reveal truth, even not talking about that, this blockbuster point, we should repeatedly, again. Why? They knew, and they not acted for prevent. About today, Israel Netanyahu cabinet, why they not prevented Hamas when they knew? Why George W. Bush not prevented this so-called terrorists for hijacking? And who put dynamite on these twins buildings and building number 7? And after that, controlled demolition did. This means they was there before 9/11. What about today? Trump not will do that. This I say seriously, and the entire world listen me now. I'm talking about that seriously. They can do that. Can create another 9/11 attack against United States, and they will say it. They will accuse me, Iran. Also, already Helsek or Vance was said that Iran can attack America. This threat to America. Already blah blah. They can organize such terror attack as 9/11 plus minus. Means we'll kill again own people. They have 3,000 killed in 9/11 by American officials who participated, one by knowledge and not preventing, as George W. Bush and Cheney and others. Others directly was part because Rothschild and Co. decision. And now will happen same. Will happen same. Can. What I'm talking, I hope this, what I'm revealing now, this will stop. They use by them this plan. One of the options, this, for launch big war. United States attack it, react it, Israel as ally, and even there can they, by blah blah about United States attack it, hey ally, where are you? Join us, as in 9/11 time. This, they can do that. I not say they 100% will use exactly this plan, but this plan as 9/11 by inside job on their table, on Trump table. I said, I saying that. Okay? Good. So what we should do? Sit and watch how you will suddenly find yourself entire world into a big war. Then what after that you will try do will too late, will meaningless, and you without armless in big war time. They are all fail. You will try to do something, create coalition, try resist. No way. You are armless before biological weapons, before nukes such forum against which countries was a matter. So big war, you fail, biological weapon will launch after this big war, after this tactical nuke attack, they plan this one. Phase 1, tactical nuke. Phase 2, biological weapon. And they planning exterminate 5 billion of you. Because you know human beings. No, people, you know human beings on their view. Realize that, finally. Their supremacism this level, and their world rulers, Jewish, Zionist elite. And you're witnessing all that in Gaza. Entered against you, entered of you. Their position same. And they faith, not to Judaism. They're not atheist. They faith to Satan. I say. So, in this reality, urgently uniting for peace resolution of General Assembly. There should be emergency session happen now without delay. General Assembly emergency session and implementation of Uniting for Peace resolution. More than 170 countries should act as one team together with me. We can. What in World Health Organization Assembly, country in Geneva, Switzerland. Very important decision there. More than 100, if not so correct, 126 yes, 0 against, and plus minus 5-7 absentee. Passed the bill how these countries in the world should together act in pandemic time for prevent pandemic or act as one team for stop pandemic. This is very important decision, very crucial decision. Implementation very crucial too. But for implementation need money, financement. There, Tedros, head of World Health Organization. Listen.
For an organization working on the ground in 150 countries with a vast mission and mandate that member states have given us, $4.2 billion for 2 years, or $2.1 billion a year, is not ambitious. It's extremely modest. $2.1 billion is the equivalent of global military expenditure every 8 hours. $2.1 billion is the price of one steel bomber. And $2.1 billion is 1/4 of what the tobacco industry spends on advertising and promotion every single year. It seems somebody switched the price tags on what is truly valuable in our world. Countries spend vast sums protecting themselves against attacks from other countries, but relatively little on protecting themselves from an invisible enemy that can cause far more havoc and damage. If we think $2.1 billion in a year is ambitious, or $4.2 billion for a biennium, then either we must lower our ambitions for what WHO is and does, or we must raise the money. And I know which I will choose, and I hope you will choose the same.
Okay, Tedros, my friend, and he tried to do something. And money needed, of course, should be. If you pass this United Bill for fight pandemia, prevent, and there should be financial support for that. 2.1 billion, of course, is not enough annually. At least 5 billion annually. I call you, member state, 5 billion yearly, annually, should be budget. And this can give you opportunity, act truly, effectively. Without such money, such action, not possible. I say. And now returning to theme how we should prevent a big war. And as I said, the prime weapon in the planned extermination of 5 billion is biological weapon, viruses. Dozen viruses, same time, each one much more powerful than COVID-19. Each one of these dozen. Speedy, deadly, powerful. What you will do? Nothing. You're armless. There are no statement, no declaration, no meetings, nothing. You're armless. How we can prevent prevent the big war? How? 170 countries at least we have who won't stop the Jewish Zionist rule of the world. Means change the system, which rule of the world. And this system, financial system, and our world, obviously, monetary world, we should replace this system by full transparent and secure system, which will create peace, dignity, justice, equality, literally. Your dream will come true, humanity. But for that, we should have avoided sanctions, embargo, boycott Israel and United States, What simple example. 170 countries is entirety, almost entirety real world community. This means territory. Territory. And all as one team acting. And where they will able to launch their big war. They're not planning to, and they think this meaningless. When playing side start use biological weapon. This not work. This can happen in chaos, in wartime, and they are not your vaccine, antivirus. They plan this. If 170 countries will act as one team, protecting one another by sanctions, embargo, and boycotting this Israel, United States, and any other maybe few. Russia, Putin, will part of that in start position. Launch big war, yeah. There are no way they will able fuel big war. They can strike some country, but no more. Big war not will occur. We will prevent the big war. And after that, we will replace the system which will be developed by our system. And this will our new world. Reform at United Nations without veto right. And we work. And other. And financial system full transparent. There are no way of corruption, dirty money, bribe, trafficking, armed traffic, or other traffic, drug traffic, narco. No way. They one of mostly active using tools will not possible because international law, norm, and countries. Together with me, this possible. Without me, no. Use that. I exist. My mission from universe unity for you as people. And now time for act. For be survived in the rescue time. Now first phase rescue time. You're facing these challenges, climate crisis, and a big war. Means by preventing them, you rescue yourself together with me. And after that, by creating our system and replacing the system which is the world, by our system, we're creating our world, transparent, justice, peace. And we work on in our own way together. And what I promise you will happen as people. Universe Unity sent you my mission. And if you will join, what I promise will happen. So, this urgent action. France, EU try to do some reverse this association agreement with Israel. Do that, but it's not enough. But do that, but even do that implementation, I think, very weak, yes, very weak action. But something can start and change. It is good, but again, we not have time. What they prepare go big war this autumn, or no later than in first half of next year. This final deadline, dateline. You have time? No. Well, act today now. How? Through sanctions against Israel, already in process. And go General Assembly, use Uniting for Peace, and enter the world as one team, more than 170 countries. Implement these sanctions, embargo, boycott against Israel, against United States, until United States will lift the sanctions against you, entire world and world institutions, including UNRWA, including ICC, and others. They will be much more powerful. Not by the blah blah, the playbook, the trick, don't mom, etc. No way, I said. By acting together, we can do that. We're much more powerful than they. Entitled, we want that each country, excluding them, few unions, will gain when we will replace this system by our system. Will literally very good form take gain. Each country, each small, big, there are no alternative, what I said. So no use, no waste time. Act. Our only option, Uniting for Peace or General Assembly. Do that together with me. We will succeed. We will stop them. We will prevent the big war. Here, Francesca Albanese about, for finish to the Chinghiz wife. She said, Israel army opens fire at an international delegation. The astonishment of so many upon realizing that the Israeli army makes no exceptions even for international diplomats and politicians, suggests they may not yet fully grasp the nature of both the Israeli army and the context in the occupied Palestinian territory. Something tells me the delegation has not encountered the settlers yet. Tweeting Francesca Albanese. This fact should be finally wake up. They will go big war. They will destroy entire international norm law institution. They will exterminate 5 billion of you. I say. In the New World map as outcome of big war, 40-50 countries, no more. One of the biggest, Israel. Monarchy system, monarch, emperor of world, will Rothschild. Rothschild already emperor, but secretly ruled world, secret org, as John Fitzgerald Kennedy called them, secret org. For nearly 1 century, Rothschild and co ruled world. Now they go public, they finally go rule world publicly. 3.5 billion people, 5 billion will be exterminated. This 3.5 billion will chip it. Means full control. Private life too, full control. Access even to so-called own home, house, built by button from center. Means full control. When they decided they can close your home too. Means full control. Of money, your life, your home, your family, your job, your holiday. Full control by chipping. They will chip you mandatory in big war time. Not now. Not sit and think. They can do that now and you will protest. You're not able to do any action. For protect yourself, be. For prevent, be. Chip it. I say. And they fades. They fades to Satan. They are not real Christian, Islam religion. 5 billion will exterminate together with religion. Remaining will chip it. And their faith to Satan. Before your eyes, they're acting satanic. In my case, against me, how banker acting, all that they're doing to own selves and their feelings try implement into me. There are thousands, each second intervention. But I have radar, my power, energy from universe unity and my mission for you. Against you in Palestine, which even Nazi Germany not did such foreign action. They will exterminate 5 billion of you. I say. Today we have only one option, but this option very powerful, and we much more powerful than they. Without delay, emergency session of United Nations General Assembly, implementation of Uniting for Peace resolution and act, sanctions, embargo, boycott, create military forces under United Nations flag and send these forces to Palestine, Gaza, West Bank. In Ukraine case, how we should act, I also said. We will prevent a big war. I say, today this, Earth people, I am Chinghiz together with you.